Hi, I'm Dan Pashman from the Sporkful podcast and blog, along with my co-host Mark Garrison. And today we're going to be talking about egg and cheese sandwiches. Now, when I have an egg and cheese sandwich, Mark, I like my eggs scrambled.
Which is definitely a problem because if you have a scrambled egg is going to be falling out from the sandwich.
That's a valid concern, but it's really only an issue if you make your eggs light and fluffy and clumpy. If you form them into a unified patty, they will stay together in the sandwich.
You've been talking about this technique a lot, so much so that one of our listeners has written in. This is Sam from Oklahoma, taking your idea and putting a twist on it.
Yeah, Sam's only 16, but he's a wise young man, and he sent us this recipe. He called it the Dirty Dan. He thinks it's an upgrade from my basic egg and cheese. We're gonna go ahead and put it to the test. I've got scrambled eggs with salt and pepper. I'm gonna add some cayenne pepper and a handful of bacon bits and throw it in the pan. So you see we got a nice patty going here, and Sam's gonna get himself a nice Sporkful t-shirt because we're using his recipe in this video. We've got cheddar cheese with jalapeno and cayenne inside it. We're gonna lay the egg patty on top, a bit more cheese, top piece of bread, and throw it back in the pan. Give it a quick flip, and it's done.
So Sam had a good idea. You did a good job with it. I liked all the heat.
Thanks. Yeah, I was afraid I'd been a little heavy-handed with the cayenne pepper and the scrambled eggs, but it came out quite nicely. I think the Dirty Dan's a success.
Thank you, Sam. Okay, Sam's recipe was good, but we didn't talk about the bread. I like my egg and cheese sandwich on a toasted bagel.
I don't know, I got a big problem with the toasted bagel, Mark. First of all, when you toast the bagel, it's gonna have a hard exterior. That means when you bite into it, you're liable to force egg and cheese out the back. Second of all, it throws off your ratios. Bagel with egg and cheese, too much bread, not enough egg and cheese.
Okay, I have made a compromise. Here we have the Formula One egg, which inspired by racing technology.
Okay.
Bagel on top, toasted wheat bread on the bottom, and the extra bread, think of that as the spoiler.
I see, so that will keep the sandwich on the road at high speeds.
Exactly. More importantly, you're concerned about the eggs falling out. The bread spoiler will catch any extra eggs. Do not bite off the spoiler.
Well, Mark, I like it, I don't love it. My concern here is still that there's too much bread, the ratio is off. There's a very, very strong wheat flavor in this thing.
Wheat flavor, by the way, is delicious. You're saying that like it's a bad thing.
Well, you know, it's a bad thing when it's getting in the way of my egg and cheese. Well, Mark, I did like your race car sandwich.
Formula One eggwich, to be exact.
All right, sorry, but I have to say I'm still a little partial to the egg patty.
The egg patty was good, but it's kind of a one-trick pony.
Oh yeah? I don't think so. We'll do American cheese, ham, and of course extra crispy tater tots, a little more cheese and bread, and we're gonna throw this thing in the pan. Grill it up real nice. Now I'm gonna take this entire sandwich and encase it in an egg patty.
I'm very skeptical about this. I love the idea of the meta sandwich, but how is this gonna fit? Like the tater tots are probably gonna get soggy.
Well, Mark, when I grilled it, I pressed it down very hard to make it as thin as possible. And when I made the tots, I made them extra crispy. So I'm hoping they're gonna hold up against the egg.
All right, good luck.
I'm gonna lay down a scrambled egg bed, then I'm gonna place the sandwich inside the bed. Now, I'm going to cover it. What I'm gonna have to attempt to do here is flip this. Ready? We're rolling here. I'm gonna use the spatula as a lever, raise, drop the egg underneath, and flip, and drop again. All right, I'm gonna try to flip it. You ready? Okay. Gonna have to flip this thing again. This could get dangerous. Oh, yes. We are in business here, folks. Wow. Mark, I gotta say, I'm pretty pleased with the way this turned out.
I'm totally impressed. I was a skeptic, but basically you just have a sandwich and the egg just gave it a hug. It looks great.
That's right, it's not finished yet though. I went ahead and grilled some more bread with cheese. I'm gonna put it inside there. Now, Mark, I've decided I wanna make all my food names bad puns. So I'm gonna call this one Tot to Trot. What do you think?
Success, that is a bad pun.
All right, great, let's open her up. Mark, you look at these layers, it's almost geologic. It reminds me of my 6th grade textbook. You can look at the layers and look back in time and see different eras we've experienced today. Like, remember that era when I made that sandwich with the tater tots and the cheese and the ham?
Even if I didn't remember it, it's now confirmed.
We have
based on
evidence.
the sandwich, yeah.
That's right, sandwich creationists cannot deny that this sandwich has been around for several minutes. Follow it all the way up to the surface, and here we are at the present day.
Yes.
It's now.
So in the future, I want to eat this, so let's stop talking. And
Let's make the future the present.
Okay. So Dan, this is actually phenomenal. I was not a believer at first, but I especially love the multiple layers of crunch. There is tot crunch, exterior and interior bread crunch. Very impressive.
And I think that we've made a real structural engineering breakthrough here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start encasing all of my sandwiches in egg patties.
I mean, honestly, from here on out, I don't know how I'm gonna eat another sandwich if it doesn't already have a sandwich inside.